What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jamiron at J&J Sports. Just want to let you guys know we are officially on Spotify audio. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Barracks for the studio. And we'll see you guys soon on the show.
Shout out to J&J. So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
About a month ago, the new Madden 26 came out, and I know everybody was really excited about it.
Yeah.
But this definitely had me thinking about the Madden curse, and this was something we definitely have to discuss because I think Saquon was the most recent athlete on the
on
cover.
He is on the cover right now, you guys, which he earned it. And if you look at his story, I mean, how the Giants did him, that's just something that,
If you think about it, though, the Giants did him a major favor.
Yeah.
Because, they traded him to a competitor. They'd already been to the Super Bowl recently and lost to the Chiefs.
Right.
But it's almost like, a reverse of the curse, considering he had just come off a Super Bowl win.
Exactly.
So as long as he stays healthy this season, maybe he'll beat it.
They're going back, for sure. If he stays healthy, yeah.
And looking at the beginning of this curse, it seemed like it started in the late 90s or the early 2000s. And it's just, unfortunate stuff that happens to athletes who are on the cover of Madden.
Right.
And, before the curse, John Madden was the only person to ever be on the cover.
Right.
Which,
right. That's what we're used to, just him showing himself.
And we've got Garrison Hurst for Madden 99 as patient zero, as he could be considered. And he was a 49ers running back coming off a 1,500-yard season.
Right.
And their first playoff game appearance after his cover appearance, he got a gruesome broken ankle injury.
Okay.
And this was on the very first play. And it was so severe, he was out for 2 full seasons.
Oh, man.
So that's a pretty strong beginning to the curse, if you think about it.
Yeah, no, that's a super strong beginning to the curse. So basically what you're saying, James, is every Madden that they drop, that player gets hurt on the cover?
Yeah, every time they put an athlete in, and this is since 1999.
Oh, man. Dang, I kind of, when you look, put it like that, I'll get off that cover for sure.
And then, so this one is a little different. This one wasn't an injury, but Madden 2000, we had Barry Sanders, who, legendary running back, one of the best ever. And right after he was named the cover athlete, he immediately retired from the NFL.
Oh, wow.
Which he still had a lot left in the tank. It could have played a lot longer.
Right. That's kind of odd.
And then up next, so Madden 02 and Madden 03, we had Dante Culpepper and Marshall Faulk.
Okay.
So Culpepper had a rough knee injury, and this was after a 33-touchdown season. And, with Marshall Faulk, he was one of the greatest running backs that, has played, too, similar to Barry Sanders. But after 7 straight 1,300-yard seasons, he never got 1,000 yards again after he was on the cover.
Wow, that's crazy.
But
I'm just wondering, where does this curse come from? Because I'm thinking usually when you're in the cover, it's a knowledge of acknowledgement of appreciation.
Yeah, I think at this point maybe it hadn't quite developed into the curse, but as it just continued and continued, it just seemed like it kind of got out of hand. So, looking at these early cases, what do you think is the most convincing proof of the curse?
Okay, even though I want to say that first incident, no.
The broken ankle?
Because, you're going to get hurt in the game. I'm going to have to say that third one, man. That third one kind of just puts it's like 3 strikes you out. 3 strikes you out, sure.
Yeah, by that point, maybe they had, seen this as a developing curse.
Something is off, and at that point, I would have tried to change it, honestly. But, yeah.
So if only one of these things happened out of these few titles we've covered
Right,
so
if it
far.
was one time and then a couple years it didn't happen and then it happened again, then it wouldn't feel like
we wouldn't even be talking about a curse right now.
Right, exactly.
And then, looking in the early 2000s, so do you think it was at this point just a fan theory, or were people actually taking this seriously yet?
It probably was still a fan theory. Okay, something's a little off, but maybe it's nothing, right? As time goes on, I'm pretty sure, like, okay, something's not right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, in the mid 2000s, that's when it really started to take off and people started to take notice.
Yeah.
So looking at this, we've got Michael Vick from Madden 04. And this was less than a week after the game's release. He fractured his right fibula and missed the first 12 games of the season.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
And for a running quarterback like Vick, that must have been devastating for him. I mean, I'm sure he lost some speed and mobility there.
Oh, yeah, he did, for sure. That was tough.
And then up next, we had an MVP takedown, Sean Alexander of Madden 07. He had set a record with 28 touchdowns, but the very next season, he got a broken foot.
Dang. Missed 6 games. Okay.
And then we've got a fan vote fiasco, Peyton Hillis from Madden 12. And this one was interesting because fans actually voted for the first time of who should be on the cover, and they wanted Peyton Hillis of the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
He was a running back and had a breakout 2010 season, but his next year, his cover year, was kind of a disaster. You know, hamstring injuries, strep throat, and he even sat out for a contract dispute.
Oh, wow.
Do you think that maybe the title, the cover appearance got to his head a little bit?
Yeah, it might have. I don't know. It's something weird about that. I mean, is it the person that's making the cover that has the curse? Who was the curse maker? Yeah.
And then Madden 05, Ray Lewis was a cover athlete. And he had a good season, but he ended up breaking his wrist at the very last game of the season.
Okay.
And then looking at Madden 10, this was the first one to have 2 athletes, and it was Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald, both legends in the sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Polamalu in week 1 injured his MCL, missing most of the season. And Fitzgerald did well, didn't get injured or anything, but the Cardinals had not a very good season. They missed the playoffs. Okay. And that was just a couple years after they were in the Super Bowl, too, losing to the Steelers. So that must have been hard for him. And then, you know, the Vic incident happened then, and people were saying, even agents and stuff were saying, maybe we shouldn't accept being on the cover of Madden. And people were getting a little weary and a little, like, nervous about it.
Now it's like, okay, maybe we got to change this.
So do you think the Peyton Hillis situation was a true case of the curse, or was he a player who had just had one of those good seasons, kind of a flash in the pan
I think
type thing?
Vic and him was like the ones that's like, okay, a light should come on at this point. It's not working out.
And do you think maybe this was when players started to believe in the curse?
Yeah, I think at that point now it's like, okay, mid-2000s, you think in 2010, 11, you know, it's Madden. Like, yeah, something's not right.
How much of it was maybe psychological going into this?
I think a lot of it was psychological at first. And then, you know, now it's just like, okay, you got a light has to come on. Something's not right. For sure.
We could probably make a whole topic off of superstition in sports. And I'm sure there's, you know, all sorts of different things that athletes have. You have athletes who wear the same, like socks or whatever.
Right.
Good
luck socks and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure.
So then, so in this era, what do you think was worse? The Michael Vick's, you know, immediate injury, or like maybe like a career-altering decline?
I'm gonna have to say the Michael Vick, because I think when he got hurt, man, it shook the world when he couldn't play like that.
Yeah, a broken leg.
Yeah.
So from the 2010s to present, some of these maybe could be considered curse breakers.
Yeah.
So the very first curse survivor, we've got Calvin Johnson from Madden 13.
Yeah.
Megatron, probably one of the best, or definitely
in the game,
one of the best to ever play.
For sure.
So he did avoid injuries, but he also, actually in this one, he had one of the greatest seasons for a wide receiver ever.
Yeah.
He set the NFL record for receiving yards in a single season with 1,964.
Wow.
And maybe the curse affected his team, though, because the Lions went 4-12.
Oh, okay.
And then we got the GOAT versus the curse, Tom Brady and Madden 18.
Okay.
So, if anyone's going to beat it, it's probably going to be Brady,
Tom Brady,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
He went on to win MVP, the NFL MVP award, and he was 40 years old when he won this.
Yeah.
Leading his team to a Super Bowl, and they did lose, but, looking at it from a personal performance standpoint, it was legendary.
Yeah.
And,
to be that aged and to even make it to the Super Bowl is legendary. Sure.
And in that Super Bowl, he threw for over 500 yards, that's massive.
Yeah, it is.
And then we've got Patrick Mahomes in Madden 20 and 22. And he's definitely a nemesis for the Madden Curse, I feel like. His first cover year, he got a dislocated kneecap in the midseason, so he was injured. But he returned and led the Chiefs to a Super Bowl victory.
That game, okay. So I think that's when, the curse kind of went away.
It's got to be. I'm wondering how much of it was the curse or how much of it was the greatness of these NFL players to just be like, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then, so his second Madden cover, he was also on the cover with Brady. And he had a great season and went to the AFC Championship.
Right.
And so looking at...
And I think he won that. Did he beat them in the AFC?
I think
Brady, that's when he was with the Buccaneers, right?
I believe so. Actually, I think Madden 22, that was the 21 season. That was Bengals and the Rams.
Oh,
so they both, Brady and Mahomes missed the Super Bowl that year.
Gotcha.
And then looking at, a couple years back, we got Josh Allen in Madden 24.
Yeah. Still play that, you guys. Still play that right now.
He had a fantastic season, threw 44 touchdowns, and led his team to a division title.
Oh, yeah. He deserved that. I ain't going to lie. That 2023, he really showed us. And he's still showing us now. So,
do you think modern sports science, training, and player recovery has made this curse obsolete?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think the curse is officially broken, you guys, and hopefully nothing happens to Saquon Barkley because he had an amazing season. Hopefully it's broken for sure.
Is Mahomes returning from a dislocated kneecap, real nasty injury, coming back to win the Super Bowl? Is that proof that the curse is over or broken?
Yeah, that proves it because, like I said, if it was still going on, he would have gotten injured again, probably permanent this time. But the fact that he was able to come back and win the championship shows it's done.
Because it's the question of whether is it the curse or are there players who are able to they're so excellent they're able to get over the curse.
I feel like it's a little bit of both, you guys. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it in the comments.
So our final verdict on the Madden Curse from J&J Sports. What do you think the final verdict is? Is it a genuine supernatural force, or do you think it's just a combination of a few key factors?
I think it's a force. I feel like back in the day, it started, and I feel like the more players got and the more just excellence that happened, it had to break it. You know what I mean?
It's like Freddy Krueger or Santa Claus. It's like if you believe in it, it almost becomes real.
Right.
But the athletes who are just focused on their stuff and try to not think about it,
it's like them. They overcome it for sure. So, yeah.
Y'all, please let us know what you think about that in the comments about the Madden Curse. And which of these do you think is the biggest example that the curse could be real?
Exactly, you guys. For sure. But that's the end of our episode on episode 124 on J&J Sports. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will be having sponsors soon, special guests, and we just thank you guys for rocking with us how you've been rocking. James?
Yeah, thank y'all so much. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends and family, and let us know if there's any athletes or sports or anything, any games that you'd like us to cover.
Yep, NFL is up and running, and we'll keep you guys updated every week. But as always, I'm Jamar McKeel.
I'm James Jurwitz.
And y'all got served with J&J Sports, episode 124. See y'all next week.
Hey, it's James Jurwitz from J&J Sports. Make sure you check out our episodes that are now on Spotify, and shout out to Barracks.
J&J Sports.
Coming to y'all live in 2025.